Hello, I'm Rachel, the Messy Minimalist, and for today's video, I'm going to talk about my top 20 minimalist Christmas gift ideas. And really, these are gift ideas that don't have to be just for Christmas, they can be for any gift-giving occasion. And while I want to say, don't get any gifts for Christmas, we should all just be giving love and not stuff. Wouldn't that be great? I also recognize that we're all humans and family people here. We're social creatures and we like to give gifts. It feels good to give gifts. Even the very title of this video kind of sounds like you're walking into a trap, but I promise that the intent of it isn't to talk about ways for you to fill your home or your friend or loved one's home with more stuff. There's a range of gift ideas on this list. It's not all just things that are intangible. Some of them are tangible, but at the same time, they are more minimalistic than just stuffing your home with more stuff. There are also going to be varying degrees of minimalism because, let's face it, we all have different ideas of what minimalism even is. A lot of these are experience type gifts. We're all in different stages of this process. I'm sure that anyone who's watching isn't in the exact same boat as me, nor would you guys define it the same way I do. Hopefully there's something here for everyone. That's all I'm saying. These are just my top 20, but if you want to check out an even longer list, including kid ideas, you can go to my blog at messyminimalist.com. Gift idea number 1 is an in-house movie night package. This would include one baggie of popcorn, one bowl from your cupboard, or if it's for a friend, probably not a bowl at all, a little jar of sweet treats of some kind. So you've got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty, and a 6-pack of beer or a bottle of wine, assuming that your friend is an adult. Plus a little ticket, good for one free movie of their choice. Number 2 is a Kindle. And I realize a Kindle is one of those like has-been products. It's not really talked about much anymore, but it's still a really good gift. And this is my reason, is a Kindle, while it is still something coming into your home, is preventing future things from coming into your home. We still love to have books around, and quite frankly, we are going to purchase more books. I know we are. But at the same time, we have a Kindle, and we have one of the really early versions, not the one with a ton of bells and whistles, just the plain black and white simple Kindle. It has really long battery life. You can get pretty much any book you want on it. It's a good gift. So that's number 2, Amazon Kindle. Number 3 is an Audible subscription. Again, if you have somebody who's into reading, they love books, they consume books on a regular basis, then Audible might be the way to go, especially if you don't want to give the tangible gift of the Kindle. An Audible subscription is something that you could do a full year subscription. You could do just a 30-day trial, which technically you really wouldn't be out any money at all, but it could still be a good gift idea. With Audible, something that's awesome is even if you've purchased a book on it, you don't lose it even if you cancel your subscription. So any purchases are yours to keep, which is nice. But again, the subscription is nice too because you can just listen to whatever books on tape you want. There's a ton of them out there now, and I think just like Kindle, it's just more and more always being added. So if you love to read or your loved one loves to read, but they don't necessarily have a lot of time, maybe they have a long commute, there's lots of different reasons that Audible might be better than Kindle, but both are good gift ideas for somebody who loves to read. Number 4 is a museum or an aquarium pass. Again, depending on what your local museums are, or if you have an aquarium in your area, they're actually a lot more fun than people think. I think a lot of the times we kind of dismiss them and we just get used to seeing them around, and we don't necessarily go and enjoy what they have to offer. That is a good gift idea for somebody who doesn't really get out there that much to finally see what museums or aquariums are all about. Number 5 is a zoo membership. I realize that maybe not everybody else out there is as big into animals as I am, but a zoo membership is something that I have always had when I lived in a city near a zoo. Unfortunately, I no longer live in a city near a zoo, but when I did, we went there all the time. Sometimes it was just a good excuse to walk around and get some exercise, get out in the beautiful sun. It's just a fun thing to do. It's also a great gift if you have kids or if you're giving it to a family who has kids. Number 6, it's really good if you live in a big city, not so good if you live in the country, but it's a museum membership. kind of like number 4. Whether you're into art, natural science, or history, or whatever it is that you're into, or in this case that your loved one or friend is into, it's a sweet gift to give. A museum membership is the kind of thing that lets people go to a museum pretty much anytime they want, year-round. And a lot of times it's not just one museum. Depending on your city, you might be able to give a gift that goes to several different museums. Exhibitions change, and I feel like that's an important thing to talk about when discussing museums, because a lot of people don't think about that. They're just kind of like, oh, I've been there once and why would I want to go again? Why would I want to have a membership? You want to have a membership because you don't know what kind of exhibition is going to come in. Sometimes there's really cool stuff. For me, when I lived in a big city, I had a membership to our art museum. That's just because that's what interested me, but again, history or natural science or just the whole kit and caboodle would interest you or your loved one. Number 7 is a gym membership. A gym membership can be an awesome gift for a spouse or partner. It can also be an awesome gift for the entire family. And the reason for that is because a gym is something to do during the winter months. Maybe you're going to give a year membership. Maybe you want to do a 1-month trial. It's just a good way to be active, to let somebody kind of make their own schedule. And it's a gift that keeps on giving. It gives to the person who's going because they feel fit and good about themselves. And if you're giving it to your partner or your spouse or whoever, it kind of gives to you because you see them getting healthier. It's just a nice gift. One thing I will say about a gym membership, if the person that you're giving this gift for isn't necessarily a gym goer and they don't have that kind of as a habit, I would say proceed with caution, because I, for one, have gone through many gym memberships where I signed up for more months than I went. And if you're not really prepared to fully commit to it, I'd recommend doing a smaller short-term membership for that person or for yourself or however you're giving this gift, because it's possible that you'll get there and you'll realize that a gym membership isn't for you. If you think about a gym membership, it's not all about lifting weights or running on a treadmill. A lot of times there's really cool classes. There's yoga, Pilates, cycling, spinning. Is that what it would be? I don't know. And then there's even kids classes. When we lived near a YMCA, we were members, and they had gymnastics and karate and different fun kids courses too. So then there was, of course, a ton of adult type courses. So a gym membership is a really good gift for a family or a loved one. Number 8 is a magazine subscription. I love magazine subscriptions because it's the kind of thing that I don't buy for myself. So when I can give a magazine subscription to somebody else, I usually feel pretty good because I know, again, it's the thrill of getting something every single month. I realize this one isn't necessarily minimalist in the sense of the waste that I guess it would be producing. At the same time, you're giving somebody knowledge, you're giving somebody an experience every time they get it. It's a really good gift for kids too. What makes this kind of a nice gift too is not only is it a gift that just keeps on giving, they're going to get it every month, which is great, but also it gives them that little tangible thing to have on Christmas Day or their birthday or whatever day you're giving it. You know, either go to Amazon and just buy the subscription, that's fine, print out a little certificate. And they oftentimes run sales on this kind of thing. So if you want to give a gift, just have it automatically mailed to them. It's a lot easier to do. Or you could go to a bookstore and physically buy a copy of whatever magazine it is that you're giving. So that way they can be excited just knowing what they have to look forward to. Number 9 is a local restaurant gift certificate. Emphasis on the word local. And I say this because there are a lot of really, really good restaurants, and it seems like whenever people go out to eat for themselves, they oftentimes go to just chain restaurants. A lot of times local restaurants are pretty comparable in price to a chain restaurant. And I think a lot of people just find themselves going to chains and fast food places and things like that without going and seeing what the local flavor is. It's a catch-all gift. Everybody loves a restaurant gift certificate, but it is a better gift when it's a local restaurant. Number 10 is a gift that's kind of a specific gift for kind of a specific person. The gift is a certificate for free babysitting. It's a certificate that you can draw up yourself. It's one that you can download a nice little free babysitting coupon on probably Pinterest or wherever. Free babysitting is awesome because anybody out there who's a parent would know that sometimes it's really, really, really nice to just have a night away. A gift of freedom for a night or for whatever duration of time. One big hint on this one is that you should definitely be explicit to what the time period is so you don't get caught having a weird conversation about how much gift you're entitled to give. This one is also particularly good to pair with your local restaurant gift certificate. So if you were to give a restaurant gift certificate along with your free babysitting certificate, then you pretty much have already determined that you're going to be giving a couple hours. So pairing those two things together are kind of like the best double whammy gift for a friend who has children. It's just a good gift. Who wouldn't want to give that? Who wouldn't want to receive that? I would. Number 11 is baked goods. Baked goods, I realize, is kind of a strange gift to receive, and I think at one point there was a part of me that would be like, oh, baked goods. But it's a wonderful minimalist gift because everybody loves baked goods. Breads or cakes or cookies or whatever your baked good is. If you want to give an entree, go for it. But what makes baked goods so fun is that a lot of us aren't actually baking at home as much as I think we wish we were. And we're getting sweet tooths and we're buying a bunch of not so good sweet stuff. And even better is if you do a baked good with some family recipe and then include a little recipe card so they can continue to make that as they get cravings for it, and it's going to be just a good gift. It's good. Okay. Number 12 is the gift of a massage. This could be interpreted a few different ways. The first way could just be literally like a coupon that says, I'm going to give you a massage. But if this is for a friend, that might be a little bit weird. I recommend that it is a certificate for a professional masseuse and not just a, hey, I'm going to give you a massage. A professional massage is something that people don't buy for themselves, or at least not very often. It's kind of funny because this was one of the first ideas that I had and I put it on the list right away, but I realized I haven't actually had a massage ever, like a professional massage. Nobody has ever given me the gift of a professional massage, and I've never bought one for myself, which I guess is again why this is so important that it's on the list, is because people like me don't go and buy a massage for themselves. Whatever, I get it, some people do. I don't. So a professional massage is on my list for minimalist gifts. Number 13 is a lecture, live podcast, or concert. I'm kind of bundling those things together because I feel like they've got one thing in common, which is typically lecture, live podcast, or concert are kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Lecture, they might be repeating that lecture in many places. A concert, yeah, that artist is probably singing that song in many places. But the idea is that they're never going to be in that exact spot with that same crowd and that same situation ever again. So it's very much a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And there's something about new experiences or once-in-a-lifetime experiences that just really stick with people. And I do recommend that you purchase 2 tickets for them. Maybe they'll take you, maybe they won't, but the idea is, it's not really fun to do that stuff alone. So whatever you do, always purchase 2 tickets. Number 14 on my list is possibly the most altruistic and also the most minimalist gift there is, and it's a donation in your loved one's name. You're probably like, wow, that's the most boring gift I've ever heard of. But truly, it feels pretty good to get a donation in your name. And I've received one before. My grandma always used to do that. She would donate like a milk cow to a family in need. What a strange gift. But at the same time, I felt really good about it. And I was a kid who enjoyed a gift like that. I think that we'd all be surprised how good someone will feel if they realize that a donation has been made in their name. It's an interesting gift. Number 15 is a wine tasting or a distillery tasting certificate. My area has a ton of microbreweries and wineries, but I know that there's some other spots that have more distilleries. Again, this is a very adult-oriented gift, but this is the kind of thing where just give a certificate that's enough for 2 people to enjoy it. Maybe they take you, maybe they don't. Hopefully if it's your spouse, they do. Either way, it's still a fun, experience type gift to give. Typically, it's also supporting a local business, so that's good too. If you want this gift to be a little bit more tangible, you could go pick up a bottle of wine or a 6-pack of beer or a bottle of liquor, whatever kind of it applies to give along with the certificate. Number 16 is a cooking class. A cooking class is something that a lot of people can enjoy. You don't have to be a big cook. Maybe you're a terrible cook and it's an even better gift. Either way, giving the gift of a cooking class can just be really fun. You have to give 2 tickets. This is kind of an overarching theme here. Never just buy one spot at a class or a concert or whatever it is. always buy 2. A cooking class is something that's just a fun thing to do, kind of gets you out of the house during the winter. You learn something new. It's a new experience. And again, if you want to have the tangible part of the gift too, you could get like a whisk, or if you know what that particular class is covering, you could find something that might apply to that class. So you can always pick up one of those tangible things, but if you want to be like as minimalist as possible, then just give the cooking class certificate. Number 17 is actually probably my favorite idea on this whole list, and it might just be because it makes me feel all nostalgic because it's a gift that I've gotten my entire life growing up, and I now bestow this gift to you to give on to others. And it's lotto tickets. Specifically the scratch-off instant tickets. I guess it's wasteful in the sense that you've got a piece of paper that you're literally just throwing away when you're done. Unless, of course, you win on your ticket and then you're not throwing it away, you're turning it in for a bunch of money. It's just a fun gift to give, and this is kind of a timeless gift in the sense that any age person can receive it. So you could give this gift to your children, you can give it to your adult friends or loved ones. It's just a fun gift, and it is best if given as a strip of them. There's just something that feels really exciting about going down the strip and scratching them off. I think that it's just the gift of a quick, cheap thrill, and there is definitely something to be said about it. One year I won like $20, but it's not about winning, it's just about the fun and excitement of the possibilities of winning. Definitely a good gift. Number 17, that's the winner. Number 18 is a Spotify and or whatever other music subscription is out there. There's probably like Pandora subscriptions or Groove Shark maybe. I don't even know what else is out there. I listen to Spotify, but again, like you'll have your preference on it. The reason that this makes my list is because even though a lot of those websites are free and you can stream music pretty much anytime you want, there's very few restrictions. You get served up really annoying ads all the time. It's awful. Nobody likes ads. Whatever it is that you use, the ads can be super annoying, and so having a music subscription is nice because typically all it's going to do is just remove the ads. I kid you not, it's improved the quality of my life. So if you are annoyed by ads as much as I am, then give the gift of having no ads for somebody else. Number 19, almost done here, is a movie subscription. This would be like Netflix or Hulu or whatever other movie websites there are. Probably just Netflix and Hulu these days. HBO maybe. When we started doing Netflix years ago, we just canceled our cable. We don't have cable TV. I don't even know the last time I've watched cable TV. The reason is because Netflix is so awesome and you can watch whatever shows you want whenever you want. The point is that there's just really good shows to be had that cost a lot less than cable TV. Giving that gift to somebody kind of lets them experience it for themselves, and if they want to choose to then cancel cable and just go with their movie subscription website, that's fine too. Giving the gift of Netflix or Hulu or whatever, definitely an awesome gift. The last idea on my list of my 20 minimalist Christmas gift ideas is an Amazon Prime membership, which I realize sounds a little bit counterintuitive because it's going to promote impulse buying, it promotes consumerism, it just promotes having too much stuff that you don't need. It really overall could be used in a negative way and probably shouldn't be on my list, but it is on my list, and these are my reasons. I feel like everybody kind of knows what Amazon Prime is, but just in case you don't know what it is, it's basically, an online service that gives you free 2-day shipping on a ton of different items. You get free movie streaming with a ton of different movies, free audio streaming, you get a lot of free ebooks and like Kindle books. You get a lot of stuff with it. So you can either do a 3-month membership, which is like $35 or $33, or you can do a year membership, which is about $100. Either way, if you were to even give 3 months to somebody, let them try it for themselves, see if they dig it, and if they do, awesome. So the reason that this makes my minimalist list, despite the fact that it's a place for you to go buy stuff, is because it's giving somebody the gift of time. And maybe that's like me twisting it to just justify why I have it, but you're actually regaining time. And even though you're giving a gift of a Prime membership, you're getting time back in exchange for that. So as long as you don't abuse it and start impulse buying and stop price checking things, that would all be bad. But as long as you use it well, you in some ways are getting like a quadruple whammy because you're also getting a video subscription, a music subscription, a book subscription, and free shipping on stuff fast, I guess. I don't feel like talking about Prime anymore. You guys can look it up yourself. All right, that was it. That was my top 20 minimalist gift ideas. If you want to see more gift ideas, I have an even longer list on my blog, messyminimalist.com, and I also have some that are geared specifically towards children. So if you have kids, definitely check that out. Hopefully you can get something out of this and give the gift of not filling somebody else's life with stuff. That is one of the best gifts you can give. If you guys have any gift ideas that I didn't say on my list, please leave them in the comments either here or on my blog, and then hopefully that can be a resource for people as well. I'm sure I only touched a small percentage of all the awesome minimalist gift ideas that can be given. Thanks again, and I will talk to you guys later. This is gonna be another tough one. I'm a robot. So I purposely situated myself in front of my holiday decoration, my one main holiday decoration, which is my tree. And my butt is asleep right now, so this is gonna be an interesting video. I'm just gonna try to cruise right through it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be super, super, super hard. Hopefully the rest will go faster. Ow. Leg asleep. Okay. Start over and cut.